Well, hello and welcome back to the channel. I don't need these on. Today's video is a fun one. It's all about the day I killed my Fujifilm X-T4. Yeah, I killed my camera. I unfortunately killed my X-T4, my beloved X-T4, my prized possession. It was a bit of a bummer. But not to give away too much spoilers, if you want to jump to the end, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to talk about what happened afterwards and how it was resolved, or was it resolved? Who knows? But if you want to find out more about what actually happened to my camera and hear me speak about it, skip to the end, because before then I'm going to show you all the photos and footage from that day, because before my camera decided it was going to die, I actually got some really cool photos, took a lot of cool footage, and was really happy with my day of filming and photography. I headed out to this wonderful little spot called Foz de Douro, basically the mouth of the River Douro near Porto. It's kind of a beach town, it's got a couple of lighthouses, and honestly the atmosphere was incredible. I got really wet. I got really wet, but I also took some great photos. Please stick around to watch that, and if you don't want to watch the photo stuff, skip to the end and I'll tell you all about what happened to my Fuji X-T4. See you in a bit. Here we are. Walk towards the beach. There's a lovely lighthouse down that way. Also one over that way, but I don't think you can get down to it. Like, you can't see it for a start, but it's been blocked off. I think because of the waves and storms, which does not surprise me looking at the far one over there. Yeah, I got a couple of lovely shots actually. There's a family with a kid walking up, and I ended up feeling like I was stalking them because they were walking the same direction, but I actually really enjoy the shots of them, the playfulness, the umbrellas, the bright red jacket of the kid. The atmosphere here is incredible, and as much as I'm upset it's sunny, I'm quite enjoying the stormy conditions. It's more of a mist now, a fine mist as opposed to thick rain, so we're gonna head down that direction. Also, the beach is just here, and I was hoping someone would walk there, but they did as I was recording this and setting this up, so I might have to do that myself, and I might do that now actually. I've never really done that sort of thing, so I might just have to take one for the team and get a photo of myself, like a self-portrait sort of stitch. Yeah, I've got the X-T20 out now, and with the 23 on, and that you have the 33mm, which you're recording on now. Yeah, I love this sort of conditions. As much as I'm getting wet, this is my favourite kind of place, like the Atlantic Ocean, this gorgeous sandy, rocky beach, seagulls, lighthouse, people. I also enjoy shooting lighthouses apparently. So it's a thing, so let's go take some more photos. So I'm going to walk over here and show you what I mean by this composition. And I'm not sure if it's going to be better on 33. I love the compression of the 33, but it might be too tight. There's a seawall right behind the tripod, so I can't really get it wider. The video does have a slight crop, so it will be wider when I take the photo, but kind of hoping to have myself stand yeah, just walking along the beach here. And hopefully that will work. So yeah, that's the idea. Something like this. Do a self-timer thing and try to take it myself. So we'll give that a go. Whew. It's nice that the rain stopped. It's a good crunch as well. The rain is starting to pick up again, so I'm gonna keep walking down and see. Oh, why does it look like that moved? I don't know. I hope the shot looks good. Just so you can see what it looks like from the 33mm perspective. Quite a fan of it. Do love the 33mm. Yeah, I want to go have a look at those waves. Yeah, let's do it. Gotta be honest here, folks. I would be lying if I didn't think this was absolutely incredible. Like, holy shit. What a spot. What a spot, eh? Like, incredible stuff. Like, people walking along to this lighthouse with the sea in the background. I actually think 23mm here is the perfect focal length to get the lighthouse. See the leading line of the railing there as well. The sea coming in behind it. Oh, birds coming through. Absolute dream. So we've got this pier on this side. Down at the very end there is that lighthouse that's kind of coming through. We've got these rocks and the sea, which when the waves are coming through from the Atlantic Ocean is creating that nice swell and spray. We've got this lighthouse on the right hand side. I don't think in the photos you'll see the stairs there, which is a nice touch, and we've got the railing here, which is a nice leading line towards there, and it kind of splits the frame, I think, nicely between the sea and the lighthouse. You've got the kind of photos I've been showing you so far of like the two leading lines of the railings into the lighthouse, whereas I quite enjoy how this is splitting the pier, the sea and the pier, and then you've got the focal point with people walking through. No one walking through just yet, but I'll show you an example of what I mean now. Yeah, it's taken me an age to get to the lighthouse because I'm just enjoying taking photos all the way up to it, but what an insane sort of scene. Also making me need to go wee. I do need a wee, and that's an issue. Moving on. And just for reference, I'll take a photo of what I mean kind of when you're standing in the center, which you've already seen me do. It's not exactly a bad photo though, is it? I know really all I'm doing is taking a photo of just the lighthouse, but God, it's so nice. I feel like that seagull was just about to eat the camera. Sadly, there's no more people down here, but I should be able to get a nice photo of these two kind of walking away. Yeah, I like that. It's a shame you can't see the other lighthouse, because it is over there. Oh, what a spot though. So I'm back in the Airbnb. Yeah, my camera is not working properly. X220 is absolutely fine, not a bother to it. I mean, it wasn't out as much as this camera, and this camera literally has pieces missing, piece of plastic missing in places, so I'm not surprised water might be getting into certain spots. Yeah, I might have to, when I get back to London, send this off to Fujifilm to be fixed. I'm gonna head out again the fog's rolled into Porto, and I'd been planning to do some nighttime street photography sort of stuff, so it seems like a great combination. Oh no, you're gonna die. I think this is the third time I'm recording this bit because I have forgotten to either turn on the camera or this mic for the last 2 attempts. Let's have another go, shall we? You've probably figured out why the camera died at this stage. It was pretty obvious, it got water damaged. This was day 4 of this trip to Porto, and every day it had been lashing rain. And unfortunately the camera just gave up. It got waterlogged and damaged. And it's not its fault really. So a couple of years ago on a trip to Turkey, while going to open up the screen like so, and I went to flip it up like this, and this little hinge here, this plastic piece, right here, between the screen and the body, sheared off. And at the time, I was like, that's grand, it's fine. It left some exposed wire beneath, and I had a bit of covering, and it lasted the trip to Turkey. And when I came back, I contacted Fujifilm for repair, and their repairs cost 200 quid. 200 quid flat fee, regardless of how big it is. And I think there's additional costs for parts. And me, with my flawed logic, thought, you know what, 200 quid for a small piece of plastic, that's not really worth it. I'll wait till something breaks a bit more down the line, which is incredibly flawed, I know. But ultimately, in this case, seems to have worked. So when I came back from this trip, I contacted Fujifilm and sent off the camera. 200 quid later, and I got the receipt to prove it. So £241 to be exact, and a couple of days later I got the camera back, and they've repaired the main circuit, they've repaired the casing, they've replaced bottom cover of the camera, LCD screen, and the top cover. So essentially what that means is that internals, they replaced the main circuit, and they also replaced the casing, but they put brand new top cover on, brand new bottom cover, so this bit, and I got a whole new screen out of it. All the screen, brand new. Which left me essentially with what I have now, as good as new Fujifilm X-T4. Now, I don't know about you, but my flawed logic seems to have worked out pretty well. Like, I think that's a pretty good deal, and to be fair to Fujifilm, I was using it in some torrentially bad weather for the past couple of years with that hinge exposed and those wires exposed, so it was no longer weather tight, and I really shouldn't have been using it in heavy rain and expecting it to work for so long, but it did, and that's pretty good. And then the service was pretty good to get it fixed, so super quick, and I didn't have to pay any extra for any of those new parts either. Win. I can't really complain. Let me know if you've ever had to get your camera fixed by Fujifilm or another manufacturer and what it kind of stacks up to that, because it was super quick, efficient, to be honest, well cost effective in the end, because I was worried. I sent it off and I didn't think I'd even get it back working, so that was quite a good win in my eyes. I was pretty delighted with myself. I wouldn't recommend it, but it worked out pretty well. And let me know what you think of the rest of the photos from this day, because I really enjoyed my time in Foz. I think looking back, it was a bit tainted initially at the time because my beloved camera died. But looking back, I got some great images, took some beautiful photos, really happy with the video stuff, a couple of issues with audio, still getting there. This is the third time I've done this, we're still learning, we're moving. And it was a really fun day for me, even though I got drenched. Thankfully, I still had this with me later that day, and for the trip, the Fuji X-T20, which is a trooper. And thankfully I had a second camera, and it's since led me to buying my own second camera, because that's not my camera, that's my girlfriend's. I bought it for her, it's her camera, it's not mine, I swear. It's now shown me how much I wanted to maybe need a second camera if I'm to do this more so I've gone and done that, and there will be a video about that pretty soon actually. And if you followed me on Instagram or any of my socials, you probably have seen this camera already and me using it, and photos from it. If you want to follow me on anything, links are down below to all my socials. If you'd like to subscribe, share, comment on this video, please do, good or bad. I'd love to hear from you all. And as always, thank you so much for the support. Hope you have a lovely day. And yeah, thanks so much for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. hasn't recorded properly this time, I'm gonna be upset. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bam, bam, ba-dum, 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 bam.